Okay, everybody, here we go. Sit back and relax because this is almost unbelievable what we're going to talk about right here and now. It's just too much. Let's do that here. So, pre-market report on this Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. Let's start off with this. So, wow. Blackrock, Larry Fink. So let's talk more about these creatures. So Blackrock, Larry Fink joins Jamie Dimon and Jerome Powell in sounding the alarm on snowballing national debt. The situation is more urgent than I can ever remember. All right, this is being covered here by Fortune magazine. Let me go on. The situation is more urgent than I can ever remember, Fink wrote in his annual letter to investors on Tuesday. The national debt is rising at a rate of $1 trillion roughly every 100 days, which itself is putting upward pressure on consumer prices. Well, this is exactly true here. But let's look at these stream of characters that are warning us. I mean, Blackrock, Larry Fink, Jamie Dimon, and Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell, this is the creature number one that is issuing this debt to us all, destroying all of us. And you know that this mechanism is out of control. But what are we really talking about? Look, how do I put this another way? We are in a full-blown debt crisis, which means we're in a full-blown liquidity crisis, something you and I have been talking about for 10 freaking years here, people. You can't make this stuff up. Why are we hearing this now? Because, again, we have hit that critical mass. We're at a point of no return here. And in case you don't know, this debt issue, this hyper-ballooning global debt, which is, I've said this in these exact words for 10 years. It's a monster. It's a financial Frankenstein. And it's the greatest threat to human life on the planet. Forget about war. Forget about nuclear war. This is what it's all about, because when this debt hyperbubble bursts, there is going to be pandemonium in the street around the world. And if you think this is being engineered by accident, no, this is deliberate. This is a deliberate act to bring us all to our knees and beg for a new system. So don't listen to Greg Mannarino anymore, who's been telling you this for 10 years or more now. Now you can listen to Blackrock, Larry Fink, Jamie Dimon, and Jerome Powell sounding the alarm on snowballing debt. The situation is more urgent than I can ever remember. This is unbelievable in my view. But they have to do this. These kind of things must warn before the inevitable. And when I say meltdown, people, this is the understatement of the century, where this is eventually going to go. A complete locking up of the system. Look, here's a weird, very strange paradox. Although the world appears to be awash in debt, and that debt is skyrocketing at its fastest pace we've ever seen, there's not enough of it. There's not enough of it to keep the system afloat. That's why you're getting this. Why we're seeing this stuff like this, people. You can't make this stuff up if you try to, but, this is a dose of reality. Let's talk a little further here, my European friends. Look, I hear from you all the time. Believe me, I listen to you. Hey, Greg, you think things are bad where you are? You should come over here. So this is Reuters. Eurozone factory downturn deepened in March. Eurozone manufacturing activity took a further turn for the worse in March, contracting at a steeper pace than anyone thought, except you and me. You see, this is a joke. And the joke is on us. They want us to believe, the mainstream propaganda ministry, the CNBCs, the Fox businesses, the Reuters, all of this, they want us to believe that the so-called economists are constantly wrong. These polls are fake, all right? All the data is fake. The propaganda, the distractions, the deceptions, the look here, don't look over there. This is the truth. They have to keep people in a dumbed down state. But again, this is shocking to me on an incredible scale. And look this up for yourself. When you got, Blackrock, you got Jamie Dimon here, the CEO of freaking the largest bank on the planet by assets, and the Fed chair himself. And they are the root cause of the problem here. They are deliberately inflating. And they're not going to stop. This is the situation we are in. Now we are in. Let's look over here at the market this morning. This debt market issue is a problem right now for the market. The 10-year yield is spiking big time off of the abysmal economic news that we got on Friday, that inflation continues to rise faster than all of these freaks so-called didn't know. Of course they knew. Are you kidding me? If you and I knew, and you and I have been calling this out, I don't know how long. It's not going to stop. It's going to continue. It's going to go on. And it wasn't transitory and temporary, which you and I laughed at since day one here. They knew this. But this is a problem here. Okay, I still do not believe the central banks, the Federal Reserve in this case, is going to allow the market to melt down prior to the presidential selection. It's not going to happen. So what I believe is going to occur here is you're going to see a miracle happen. Watch the 10-year yield. You're going to see it start to drop. This is the Fed buying more debt. They have to buy the debt. They want to buy the debt. This is how they can inflate even further and create an even worse issue with regard to the debt issue that they're warning about. Make it up. Make this stuff up, people. Anyway, gold and silver are higher this morning. I forgot to look at crude oil, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's higher on expanding war, or it could pull back a little bit. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's going much, much, much higher in the longer run as the currencies are destroyed by central banks who are killing their own currencies by designing. You all know that. This whole environment is deliberate. This whole environment has been engineered. This is the creation of a neo-feudal system, which I've been telling you about for 10 freaking years. Extreme haves, extreme have-nots, a wipe out of the middle class. All the stuff we've covered, it's in our freaking face. And this entire thing, again, as the global debt issue, or should I say liquidity crisis, a liquidity crisis, debt crisis, one and the same, okay? In case you don't know, debt crisis equal liquidity crisis. And we are in a full-blown crisis of both, which are, again, one and the same. And what does that mean? Central banks are going to inflate on a scale you can't believe. Global debt is going to surge on a scale you can't believe. And this is, again, being engineered to create an implosion, forget about meltdown, an implosion of the system that people are going to, they're going to be so shocked, and most people, not you, by following this blog, because we are prepared from every angle. Every angle we got this, you and me. Let them play their games. We will continue to play ours. And in my view, we are each other's strength, and we can't be beaten. That's a fact, because we've known this. Is this a surprise to you? If you were a follower of this blog for any length of time, does this shock you? Does this surprise you? Have you not heard this before? Duh! Yeah, you all have. You've all been well aware of this. And this stuff too here. This is not going to stop. This is not going to stop. Despite the propaganda, everything's getting better, our economy is so strong. People, again, I'm going to give you another little reminder here, okay? The global economy is cratering at its fastest pace we have ever seen in history. But you wouldn't know that if you turned on CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox Business. They're going to say how great everything is. And they float out these creatures I'm telling you what they do, believe me. They go out on the street. They find some freaking poor homeless person. They say, you know what? You want a nice meal? You want some nice clothes, a bath, and a shave? We're going to dress you up in a nice outfit. Can you read? We're going to ask you to read a script, and we're going to pay you a lot of money, and we're going to fix you up nicely, and then we're going to send you off on your merry way. This is what they do. Anyway, I forgot to mention cryptocurrencies under pressure. No surprise there either. Very volatile space here. My take on all this, people. Look, nobody is further ahead of the curve than you and me. We've called this stuff to the letter. Look, you don't got to be psychic. You don't got to. All you have to know is who our enemy is and what they want. You know who our enemy is? It's these freaks. These freaks who are sitting here warning us of the same thing that we've known about forever, including freaking Jerome Powell himself. You can't make this stuff up. The situation is more urgent than I can ever remember. This is fake. Unbelievable. But this is truth to the highest order. They have to tell you. They have to tell you. So they can say, hey, listen, guys and girls, this shouldn't have been a surprise to you because I told you. Anyway, people, look, we're not going to change our plan here. Betting against the debt, becoming our own central bank, holding hard assets, gaining exposure to commodities, and as well as this market. This issue that we're seeing right now with the 10-year yield is going to go away. It's going to go away. You're going to see a miracle happen very soon. It's going to drop. They're going to start floating out Fed presidents, maybe even today, to start to sweet talk the market. Don't worry. We got your back. This mechanism is to foster the illusion of the market. The illusion of the market keeps everybody happy. Oh my, look at how rich I am on paper. Look how rich I am on paper. Same story. And all of a sudden when it goes away, these same people, cry themselves into a stupor. What happened? No one told me. Make this stuff up, people. Look, all right. Very important video. Please comment. Again, I want to hear from you. Are you surprised? Does this shock you or surprise you at all? I don't think so. But this Jerome Powell creature here, him itself warning about this issue that they themselves are creating? Make it up. They think we're all stupid, but we're not stupid. We're way smarter than they are. And that's where we're in the spot we're in right now, you and me. All right. As always, I will keep you ahead of the curve. That is my promise from the heart to every single one of you. And again, thank you to those of you that do support my work on the first of every month, where I do ask for your support. And some of you stepped up, and I do appreciate you very much. All right, look, with that said, I will see all of you later, 4:05 p.m. Eastern, for my live stream. I hope to see you there. Let's let this thing grow here. And I will cover your questions later as well. I promise. I keep getting beat up. Greg, you're not answering my questions. People, I'm trying my best out here. I really, really am. All right? Love you a lot. Until I see you later, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.